In last class, we completed up to question number 7. As I said, 6th question, 7th question, 8th question, 9th question. These 4 questions are related to inverse of a function. In final examination, one 5-mark question 100% guarantee from this question number 6, 7, 8, 9 in second PUC. In this class, I am going to complete question number 8 and question number 9. You observe here what information they given. Function is from set of all r plus 2 closed interval 4 comma infinity. They given that function, this is important one. Function is from r plus 2 closed interval 4 comma infinity. They given that function is f of x is x square plus 4. This is the information. Function is from here to here and the given function is f of x equal to x square plus 4. We need to show that this function is invertible, okay, and inverse of that function is root over y minus 4. I hope till here you understand. They are given this information, and they are asking to show that it is invertible with this inverse. And important thing is, what is r plus dimension? What is r plus? Set of all non-negative real numbers. They are saying that r plus is set of all non-negative real numbers. Here generally r plus means we will think that set of all positive real numbers, but they are saying non-negative. Non-negative means what? They are not negative. That means here what happens, 0 is not negative and all positive real numbers are non-negative. So here r plus indicates that closed interval 0 to infinity. Please try to understand this. R plus means it is like this, set of all non-negative. 0 is included. That is the main point here. 0 is included in this, all positive numbers will be there and 0 also will come. Okay. Now here the thing is, we need to show that f is invertible. In last 2 problems also we discussed. When we say f is invertible, when the function is bisective. What is bisective function? A function which is both 1 1 and onto, then we say that function is bisective function, right? So here to show f is invertible, I need to show it is 1 1 function and it is onto function. If f is both 1 1 and onto, then I can say that f is invertible. So in this problem, first I will check 1 1 function, onto function. After proving that f is invertible, after showing that f is invertible, I will show that its inverse is this one. Okay, right, let's begin the solution. First I will write the given information. They given like this. F is from set of all positive real numbers to closed interval 4 comma infinity. They given this information and the function is defined as f of x equal to x square plus 4. We need to show that this function is 1 1 function. Okay, you know by this time very clearly in 1.2 also we learn how to check the function is 1 1 function. To check the function is 1 1 function, first what we will do, we will take f of x1 equal to f of x2. Take f of x1 equal to f of x2. What is f of x1? You observe what is f of x. F of x is x square plus 4. Now what is f of x1? F of x1 is x square plus 4. I hope you are understanding. F of x1 is x1 square plus 4. In this f of x, in place of x you write x1, then you will get f of x1. F of x1 is x1 square plus 4. F of x2 is x2 square plus 4. Right. Now you see this 4 will get cancelled and x1 square equal to x2 square. Here important thing you need to observe. When x1 square equal to x2 square, I written here x1 equal to x2. Actually, when x1 square equal to x2 square, you will get like this, x1 equal to plus or minus x2. But x1 equal to plus or minus x2 you will get. But the point is x1 is positive because all x1, x2 are non-negative real numbers. Try to understand. So here there is no question of x1 equal to plus or minus x2. Here only the question what you will get, x1 equal to x2. Try to understand, this is not very simple thing. You may feel that it is not 1 1 because x1 square is there, here x square is there. Because of that reason you may feel that it is not 1 1, but it is 1 1. Why it is 1 1? Because of this domain. This function domain is what? R plus. R plus means what they mention in the question, set of all non-negative real numbers. As x1, x2 are positive real numbers, when x1 square equal to x2 square, then we will get x1 equal to x2. I hope you understand this. What happened? I taken f of x1 equal to f of x2. I got x1 equal to x2. This says that the function is 1 1 function. Okay, function is 1 1 function. Now we need to check onto function. Here one important point I want to say. Whenever codomain equal to range, whenever codomain is same as range, then we say that that function is onto. So what I am trying here, I am trying to find range of the given function. This is the easy way of doing this problem. That's why I've chosen this method, proving the function is onto function. What point I am trying to say? To prove the function is onto function, if you can say that codomain is same as range, directly we can say that that function is onto function. Okay. Here, what is the given function? Given function is x square plus 4, right? Given function is x square plus 4. This is the given function. In this, I'll take x square. Look here, x square. When x is a positive real number, what is x square? X square is greater than or equal to 0. Here I am saying again, x is not positive real number, x is non-negative real numbers. That means 0 is included. All positive will come, 0 also will come. So when you take x is r plus, then x square is greater than or equal to 0. Try to understand why equal to 0 I written. Okay. Now I'll add 4 on both sides because given function is x square plus 4. Now that's why I'll add 4 to this on both sides. When I add 4 to this on both sides, x square plus 4 is greater than or equal to 4. What is x square plus 4? In the question only they given x square plus 4 is 4x, f of x. X square plus 4 is f of x. Okay, what I got here, I got that f of x is greater than or equal to 4. Greater than or equal to 4 means what? 4 is included and up to infinity. F of x value is greater than or equal to 4 means range of the function is closed interval 4 to infinity. In first PUC, we did range problems in functions chapter. There we learned how to calculate the range of a function, right? So here, what you got range of this function is like this. You see, what is the function given? The function codomain is given like this. Codomain is what? Closed interval 4 to infinity. What is the range of the function? Range of the function is also closed interval 4 to infinity. So here what happened? Codomain, range both are same. When codomain is same as range, then directly we can say that the function is onto. See, this is the first time you are proving onto like this. Till now in exercise 1.2 also I not used this method, but for some problems I can do like this in exercise number 1.2. I felt that this is the easiest method to say the function is onto function. When codomain is same as range, then we say that that function is onto function. I hope you are understanding this, right? Now what happened? In equation 1, I proved that it is 1 function, and in equation 2, I said that it is onto function. When the function is 1 and onto, then the function is bijective function. When the function is bijective function, then we can say that this function is invertible, right? What they are asking in the question, show that the function is invertible. So I shown that the function is invertible. Okay. Now when the function is invertible, this is the step we can write. When the function is invertible, we can write this step: f of x equal to y if and only if x equal to f inverse of y. When the function is invertible, then we can use this information. Okay, I shown that the function is invertible. Now what is remaining in the question? They are asking show that its inverse. They are asking show that its inverse is like this, right? Okay, now I need to find its inverse. To find its inverse, in last class also we did how to do this. First I'll take f of x. See here, f of x equal to y. First I'll take f of x equal to y. And then what is f of x in the question? Given that f of x is x square plus 4. X square plus 4 equal to y. My intention is from this I'll write x. From this I'll write x in terms of y. Okay. Why? Because in the, you see here, in this x is nothing but f inverse of y. From this, if I calculate x, it gives you f inverse of y. Okay. So first I'll take 4 to this right hand side, then x square equal to y minus 4. When you take what is x from this means plus or minus root over y minus 4. As x is a non-negative real number, I'll take only plus here. So x equal to root over y minus 4 I got. I hope you are understanding, right? What is x? X is f inverse of y. So f inverse of y is root over y minus 4. Hence I shown that this function is invertible. This function is invertible, and I proved that f inverse of y is root over y minus 4. I hope you understand this. This 9th question is very important question, frequently asked question for 5 marks in final examination. Little tougher one. I made this problem easy, so please listen this carefully. Given information, function is from r plus 2 closed interval minus 5 to infinity, and the function is given as 9x square plus 6x minus 5. Show that it is invertible with its inverse is root over y plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3. Like earlier problem only, but showing one function onto function is little tougher here. Okay, first thing I'll write the given information. See what they given. F is from r plus 2 closed interval minus 5 comma infinity they given. And how the function is defined? Function is defined as 9x square plus 6x minus 5. You observe here, I am not taking this as it is. I am converting this little bit to make the things are easier. This is the key point. This is the key point to do the things easier. What I will do now, you take this 9x square plus 6x. You take this 9x square plus 6x. You write this in the form of a plus b whole square. You write this in the form of a plus b whole square like this. 3x plus 1 whole square I written. Write this in the form of 3x plus 1 whole square. For that here 9x square is there. Na? So I'll write 3x because 3x whole square is 9x square. That is the reason. Because 3x whole square is 9x square. That is the reason. Okay. When you expand this, you see here, I written here. When you expand this 3x plus 1 minus 6 whole square. Expand this 9x square plus 1 2ab, 2 into 3x is 6x minus 6. Please try to understand. When I expand this, I am getting this. Further, you simplify this 9x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 6 is minus 5. In integration chapter also, we will do problems based on this. There you will come to know how to write this 9x square plus 6x minus 5 in this form, right? So here, what I am trying to say, if you write this expression into this form, then we can do this problem very easily. Simple thing. First, you see here 9x square plus 6x is there. Now first you take that. See 9x square plus 6x you take. Okay. Here 3x whole square plus 1 whole square plus 2 into 3x. This is nothing but you see this place. This is nothing but 3x square plus 6x plus 1. Here we need minus 5 na? Here we need minus 5 na? That's why I'll write minus 6. With little bit of practice you can understand how we can write this expression into this form. This is the key step here. If you understand this step, the rest of all are very easy. Okay. First thing, given function I written in this form. As they are asking to show that this function is invertible. When we say the function is invertible, when it is both 1 1 and onto. So first to check the function is 1 1 function, I am taking that f of x1 equal to f of x2. What is f of x1? 3x1. See here, f of x is what? F of x is 3x plus 1 whole square minus 6. Na? What is f of x1? In this, wherever x is there you write x1. 3x1 plus 1 whole square minus 6. What is f of x2? 3x2 plus 1 whole square minus 6. You can understand this. Now you see this minus 6 will get cancelled because equality is there here. What you will get 3x1 plus 1 whole square equal to 3x2 plus 1 whole square. I hope you are understanding. Now apply square root to this on both sides. Then what you will get 3x1 plus 1 equal to 3x2 plus 1. Right? Here 1 will get cancelled. You will get 3x1 equal to 3x2. Then you will get x1 equal to x2. What happened here? I considered f of x1 equal to f of x2. I got x1 equal to x2. From this I can say that this function is 1 1 function. See, if you take f of x is like this, you directly take f of x1 equal to f of x2. Then proving x1 equal to x2 is tough part. If you want, you try. You take function like this only. You directly calculate f of x1, f of x2 instead of doing like this. Then it is difficult to get x1 equal to x2. That's why to make the things are easier, I taken the function right like this. Okay. Now I shown that the function is 1 1 function. Now I need to show that this function is onto function. Whenever onto function comes, little bit complication will be there because for every problem we do not follow the same procedure. Last problem I proved that range is same as codomain, but this problem is not like that. You see, earlier classes how we proved onto function, like that I proved. What is onto function definition? For every element in codomain set, there exists at least one pre-image in the domain set such that f of x equal to y. In this way we proved onto function, right? What is onto function? For every element in codomain set, there exists at least one pre-image in the domain set such that f of x equal to y. In this way we are proving. First I taken one y in the codomain set. For that we must get an x. We must get an x. To understand this, to get x, earlier problems also we are using this trick. You write this in the margin. It's not the part of the solution. It is the trick to find out what is x. What to do first? First you take f of x equal to y. What is f of x? 3x plus 1 whole square minus 6 equal to y. First you take f of x equal to y. And then take minus 6 to this side. It is y plus 6. 3x plus 1 is what? Root over y plus 6. X is what? Minus 1 plus root over y plus 6. What I am trying to say, first you take f of x equal to y and then write x in terms of y. That's it. Then you will get x. The thing you need to do here, for any y in this, x is positive real number or not, you need to check. You take any y value in this interval. In this interval, you take one number, substitute in this, you check that that is r plus or not. Okay, that you need to check. Okay, yes, here for every y belongs this, x is belongs to r plus, that we identified. Now we need to show that f of x equal to y. Important thing is you need to identify this is x. How to identify this? You take f of x equal to y and then simplify like this. You will get x in terms of y. Okay. Now f of x equal to y. We need to show that f of x equal to y. What is x? Look here. What is x? Minus 1 plus root over y plus 6 divided by 3. Na? This is f of x. You see, this is the given function. F of x equal to 3x plus 1 whole square minus 6. In this, wherever x is there I'll write this expression. See, 3 into, here x is there. Na? In place of x, I'll write this expression. Minus 1 plus root over y plus 6 by t plus 1 whole square minus 6. I hope you are understanding. How you got this expression? How you got this expression? In this, in place of x, you written this. Okay. Now further simplification, you see this 3 will get cancelled. What is remaining here? Minus 1 plus root over y plus 6 plus 1 whole square minus 6. I hope you are understanding. This plus 1 minus 1 cancel. What is there here? Root over y plus 6 whole square minus 6. Root over y plus 6 whole square is what? That is y plus 6 minus 6. Plus 6 minus 6 will get cancelled. This is nothing but y. What you got? You got that f of x equal to y. What it says, if I take any y, respectively, there exists one preimage x in the domain set such that f of x equal to y. This is the definition of onto function. Therefore, we are saying the function is onto function. You see, from 1 and 2, we can say that the function is invertible. When the function is invertible, we can use this information. F of x equal to y, if and only if x equal to f inverse of y. We can use this information. Okay. Now, inverse, we need to find its inverse. What is the best method? I'll take f of x. Look, see, we have this information. We'll use this. First, I'll take f of x equal to y. What is f of x? 3x plus 1 whole square minus 6 equal to y. Now, further I'll simplify. See here, I did here now. Further we will simplify to get the x. Why I am trying for x? Because I know that x is nothing but f inverse of y. So first you take f of x equal to y and try that x, try for x value. So here I written f of x equal to y. Take minus 6 to this side, it is y plus 6. From now 3x plus 1 is root over y plus 6. 3x equal to minus 1 plus root over y plus 6. X equal to minus 1 plus root over y plus 6 divided by 3. What is x? See here, what is x? X is nothing but f inverse of y. So f inverse of y is minus 1 plus root over y plus 6 divided by 3. Minus 1 plus root over y plus 6 divided by 3. They are asking to show that f inverse of y is minus 1 plus root over y plus 6 divided by 3 only. I hope you understand this class. I think in example problems also 2 inverse problems are there. Those problems we will do in next class. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.